Battleholics, we're back for another week of RBL Weekly. We're almost done. We have 1 month left in the season. That's 6 of these episodes left for this season, where we break down battles, the top 7 battles of the week in the world. I got 2 exciting guests today. This is my culture episode, and I got 2 cultural dudes with me. My man Sagan Lockhart, the author of I Don't Play Volumes 1 and 2, and James Davis, the author of Hood Adjacent on Paramount Plus right now. You can catch that if you're a subscriber. Am I right about that?
Author. I've never been called an author for having my own TV show, but I authored it.
Right? Yeah,
it came from me.
Yeah, you got writer credit.
Yeah, creator credit.
Yeah, creator credit. Yeah. Writer for the Late Late Show was
James
Ferguson.
Corden.
Yeah, Corden. Damn. Yeah. Wild Now. You wrote on
Hollywood.
Yeah, wrote Husbands of Hollywood. I think you were head writer on the BET Awards or
BET Awards,
Hip Hop Awards. Yeah,
Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah,
Game Theory with Bomani Jones.
Game Theory with Bomani Jones. That was lit. You've hosted a couple things on Netflix and Facebook TV when that was the thing.
Yeah.
And then then the Ball brothers made it bankrupt. Anyway, that's James. He's done everything. Sagan.
That was everything right there.
That was everything.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Sagan was tour manager for Odd Future in the early days, the Dat Piff, the SoundCloud, the blog era, they call it. He's a photographer, he's an entrepreneur, a filmmaker. He's a foster parent to a lot of street kids who are skateboarders. He's got a flow team. Yeah. So, you guys have seen culture kind of rise. You guys are LA legends, right? James, you're right outside South Central. You were there when the Fairfax era kind of became a thing in the 2010s. So we're going to kind of talk about culture and, the roast culture and how that kind of started ascending in the 2010s and when you got in and when you started kind of seeing it. And if you can compare it to maybe that blog era, that Odd Future era kind of that was bubbling up in the early 2010s. But before we get into all that, let's break down these battles, man. We have number 7. And I'm excited because I haven't seen this all season. This is Vancouver, one of the expansion teams that are here this season. Coming at number 7, these are virgins. They've never been on this podcast before. This is Bradley Fung versus Eve Ghostkeeper. That's not a real name, but we're going to figure this out. Vancouver over the House of Comedy. Let's roast.
2, 3, roast.
Bradley's penis works just like roofies. You won't remember it happening, but your body will feel violated.
Eve looks like a clown who's in between work. Her pronoun is it.
Bradley is just like a banana. He is yellow on the outside, white on the inside, and children love to put condoms on him.
Eve, thank you for haunting us tonight. Eve looks like she wears a turtleneck to the beach, but still bathes with her family.
I don't have a family. Bradley Fung is just like Patrick Wilson. Do you guys know who Patrick Wilson is? Does anyone know who Patrick Wilson is? Yeah, you're exactly like that.
Eve looks like she's not physically sick enough to get a Make-A-Wish, but mentally sick enough to make that her entire personality.
Mentally sick enough to slash your tires, motherfucker. Watch out. I'm pro firearms. Watch out. Oh. Bradley is so dumb, he thought being metrosexual meant you had to lose your virginity in the Metrotown parking lot.
Eve looks like if the Wendy's mascot was a real person and in between shifts they just left her tied to the roof. Last joke.
Bradley and I were both very scared of the film The Grudge. as children. And Bradley confided in me, he said, Asian people scared me so much after that movie. I want you to look at this man. Does he look like he needs another reason to hate a mirror?
Eve's ex-girlfriend was Mormon. Makes sense. The only way I could fuck Eve is if there were 8 other women present.
That's it. Give it up for these roasters.
Nice. Asian guy ending on a math joke. We love it. Canada, our future 51st state. Bradley Fung, Eve Ghostkeeper. We don't see Vancouver a lot. We can see why. That felt like a template of a roast battle. Like, oh, that's a roast battle. That's good.
That felt like a deleted scene from Abbott Elementary. Like 2 teachers roasting as a talent show or something. Like, it was interesting.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was like a magic school bus and fresh off the boat mashup that we didn't ask for.
We did not ask for it.
No, but it happened. So let's jump into it. Let's dive into it. You write jokes for a living. You get to watch them sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So, and you've seen, teenagers kind of roast each other with the odd future of it all. So let's talk about it. What happened here?
Just overall?
Yeah, just Bradley and Eve. Let's break it down. I mean, I kind of I phased out here and there. It was fun. They seemed like they knew each other. Eve was really kind of going for oh, this guy's ugly and he's also Asian, classic race stuff to kind of get into it. She's pro firearm. That kind of perked me up because I didn't think Canadians were into it that much, but
I'm always interested in the in-between roast jokes.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of just extra jokes to kind of push you over the top. It's kind of cheating, but it's you do it within your own character or personality.
The aside.
Yeah. And so she had the asides that I feel like had she not had those asides, it would have been more of an equal battle. But it was her personality. He kind of took it over the top.
You can equate that to boxing or almost slipping punches. It's she's a good counter puncher. She has to be punched first, then to counter punch. Almost she has to rebut to be able to get some firepower going.
And she just threw more because of that. She just threw more jabs. She just had more jokes than the other guy. And then the other guy, I feel like he had some great premises, but like the Wendy's thing, I feel like he didn't need the end. He could have just gone hard on you look like the Wendy's person in real life, and it
was already good as is.
Yeah, exactly. The second part was I don't. And then he did that even with the first one. It was a clown off the clock. It was he would have the joke, but then add some extra.
Putting
stuff.
a hat on a hat.
Yeah.
I used to remember in early when there's a comic named Sarah Silverman. That's a name drop, and she would always say you don't have to put another joke behind it. She's like, that one's already good. You're gonna run. Not you're running out of jokes. You just don't need it, right? And this one's already good. It's almost omitting. That we already know that answer. You don't need that answer.
If your tag isn't really bringing something that's gonna level up the original joke, just sell the original joke harder. And I feel like that's if he just would have sold some of his jokes harder. Also, I don't know personally. Just seeing them, I feel like a traditionalist. The whole he kept on bringing that random his jokes on
you don't like notes. You want them off the top of the dome, or at least memorize everything,
or just once again do it with some swag.
Style over substance.
I do. If you're gonna bring it out, pull that out like Gerard. You know what I'm saying? The notepad is bigger than all of you. Don't be I'm kind of afraid of it. I know this is kind of wrong, but I wrote this thing on literally some joint paper. Did you see how small it was? What was the other girl's name? Ghost Lady?
Eve Ghostkeeper.
Ghost Lady.
She just brought the whole pad out. Hold on, I forgot something, y'all. All right, I'm back. And it was I respected that a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's my 5 cents.
No, it was good. It was solid nickel. But remembering those early days of seeing these teenagers skateboard and the streetwear of it all, during the Fairfax of it all in the early 20-teens, were there any good roast jokes you remember? Now you got to see one between 2 adults who probably have children. But what were your early days of Odd Future and just roast jokes? Who was the best roaster in the crew?
The best roaster? I feel like everyone was just terrible at it. That's what made it fun. It was just long, drawn out jokes like this. It would go on for weeks at a time, months at a time. Twitter trolling.
Damn.
Probably my favorite ones were just unfollowing people. Because it was the beginning of Twitter and everyone's trying to get to get me to 1K or 2K or whatever, and we'd all like get the world to unfollow
the
them.
cloud culture started then, right? Yeah, follow me. It became currency, followings.
Yeah, just piss people off. Just like, oh, this guy on the block wants 1,000 followers. Let's get 100 people to unfollow him.
You had a layer burn there. I don't even think you know what you said. You were like, oh, it was kind of like this, where it was just long and drawn. They were just bad at it. Kind of like this show, where it was just kind of long and drawn out. Like, you said that that was that aside that James was talking about. And that hurt my heart. But I hope you guys are still watching. This is Sagan Lockhart. That's James Davis.
Nah, he was talking about the roast.
Yeah, I was talking about the roast.
No, it was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good slam. It was just like, it was kind of like that. The number 7 battle in the world where it was just kind of long and drawn out. We have better battles, all right? We're going from a pale white lady named Ghost and an Asian guy named Bradley. You know so many Asian guys named Bradley. We're going to America with some American blacks. All right. The home of roasting. We created this literary vehicle that's an oratory vehicle for black people, right? The dozens, snapping, John, all this stuff. It happens in the belly room every Tuesday. This is Deerm versus Reed Clark, number 6 in the world. Let's roast.
Let's roast! All right, we got to make this quick. Deerm has to get back to stabbing Ukrainian refugees on the train.
That was cute. That was cute. You look like you do IT for a plantation. You so stupid ass up, nigga. Yes, master, I'm here. I'm here to work. You so stupid ass out of here, nigga.
You didn't need the act out. It was fine, just with the joke alone. Guys, keep it going for the Bad Boys logo, all grown up. Deerm is actually, thank you. Deerm is actually very talented, a very talented writer. He even writes poetry. I have one of his old ones. If you won't mind, I'll read it. Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and Cassie is just as guilty as Diddy. She should be locked up too.
That was terrible.
It was pretty good.
I ain't like it at all. So stupid ass up, nigga. You look like a genie that comes out when you rub a harmonica. Nigga come out and grant you 3 tap dancing lessons. So stupid ass up, nigga. You want to tap dance? So stupid ass up, nigga. Pick your hair out,
You
nigga.
got that? You look like my doodle bob.
They didn't get that. Move on.
Slow burn. It's hard to get over the literal tap dancing you're doing to go on to the next joke. Some people find Deerm, his personality. Some people find him intense, because that's where he lives, in a tent on Venice Beach, or
You got
in a
the
tent
nerve talking about
on
somebody
Sunset,
homeless, nigga.
or in a tent.
Nigga, you look like a homeless Will Smith. Get up for the pursuit of nappiness. Nigga, so stupid ass up, nigga. The pursuit of nappiness. So stupid homeless ass up, nigga. So you look like your spirit animal, a jive turkey. So stupid ass out of here, nigga.
Keep it going from the comedian and the Nutty Professor, everybody. Deerm is. I would never compare you to Dave Chappelle.
That's who it was, Dave Chappelle.
Only the teeth. Only the. Deerm.
You don't watch black movies.
Deerm is really shining out here in LA. He's doing his thing. You guys can catch him coming up. He's going to be in a Skid Row production of Osmosis Jones on Ice. He's going to be playing Bacteria. Deerm, more like the germ. And ice just means meth.
It didn't do good. Just stop.
You didn't let me finish. You won't let me finish.
Unhanded me. So stupid ass up. It kept on going though. That's crazy.
Deerm likes to call people ugly.
Bro, it did not work. Sit down, chill for a little while. Pick your hair out. You dirty as hell.
Take your head off.
All right, forget it. F it. All balls gonna take. Look, y'all know this though. I love my hair though. You know what I'm saying?
Let her smell it.
You look like every Christmas you give all your white friends a pass. All y'all can say it though. Now go ahead, say it. Say it to my face. You so stupid.
It's about to be a real fight after this. Like I cannot wait.
You look like an extra in an Arrested Development music video. All right, I knew they wouldn't get that.
All right, that's it. So check this out. This nigga Reed just had a new baby born.
What? What, nigga?
He named the Reed with a hard R. Stupid ass up, nigga. That nigga like he plays all his harmonicas with veins on them.
Nah.
He plays a harmonica, nigga. You play a gay harmonica.
I think he reused that.
Shut your stupid ass up, Frederick Uglis.
I think he reused that vein joke. Okay.
Frederick Uglis.
The first one didn't do good. You needed that one.
They like it. Frederick Uglis.
Yeah.
You a new slave. It's Frederick Uglis.
It's like pulling teeth with you. Something you're gonna have to do very soon. Very, very soon. You reused that vein joke, I think. Deerm really puts the hack in black.
That's not good.
I liked it. I liked it. They liked it, and I liked it.
That's not
Your opinion doesn't matter.
That's it.
Brian, come up here.
I don't know.
All right, we want to do another one? Cause that last one
not-
was good though, so you might as well do something else.
I know,
But
I know,
that
I
hack-
know.
You did 3 of them that wasn't funny. You know what I'm saying? So make it good.
They're pretty good.
Come on, Kevin Durant mouth. Where your chin at, nigga? This nigga before, no clothes. Where your chin at, nigga?
I don't know how, but it's. I don't know
I'm
how,
trying
but
to
it's.
stick it out now, nigga.
I don't know how, but it's
I
like.
don't know how. Now I'm trying to stick
It's
it out
like
now,
he
nigga.
misspells
chin,
words
nigga.
when he talks. I don't know how. I don't know how he does it, but I can tell like he's misspelling what he's saying. Does that make sense? I don't know.
I'm one of the good ones. Shut your stupid ass
I
up,
don't know
nigga.
how to explain
I can't explain it though, but you don't know Ebonics yet, nigga?
Deerm, you look like you
like-
judge
like-
underground rat fights.
You look like you code switch in front of black people. That's what you look like, nigga.
Yeah, number 6 in the world, 2 opposite sides of the American black spectrum. Reed Clark versus Deerm. James, I'm going to you first. You know I was going to you first on this one. We got to talk about it. What happened in this one? I mean,
How long was that clip?
I think it was only 2 jokes, but yes, that went. It was like subtitles in karate film.
I want some of my life back.
No, sound like the comment section. The comment section is not a big fan of Deerm. I get DMs all the time. I feel like I get his death threats.
So it's okay. It's a couple things. Deerm represents like outside of comedy club roasting. You know what I'm saying? Like that's an authentic way of roasting. And I hate roasting people like that because what happens is like especially as a writer, like I'm not a fan of interrupting somebody else's jokes.
Stephen A. Smith of comedy, basically. The louder you get, the more right you are.
Yeah, and also it's like it's kind of it's like a disrespectful thing, but like some people like it. And so like Deerm actually has great written jokes, but for me, I lose it when you're just talking over somebody or you're just like he's pretty much trying to punk the other dude.
Yeah.
And it's like as somebody who doesn't get punked, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, so I don't like really respect that because I feel like roasting in comedy clubs, like your platform of roasting is like kind of like the NBA versus street ball. Like this is like, I'm not saying what he's doing is wrong, but when you're at the comedy store, like the world famous comedy store in the world famous belly room, like you're kind of like somewhat at like the Rutgers / Madison Square Garden. Like this isn't Vancouver. You know what I'm saying? Like so in those moments, I'm wanting more of a structured battle so that we can actually figure out a winner. And for me, it almost like his likability dips when you're trying to punk the other person, where I almost am now rooting for the other dude just because I'm trying to hear his jokes, and when he gets jokes out, I'm respecting him more because he's fighting through the BS to get the joke out.
The chaos, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a weird thing, but like
interesting.
Deerm's jokes, he had fire jokes. I mean, the genie harmonica. I mean, even given the pass for his white friends, like he had a lot of great written jokes, but then the ones where they're not good, it's like it was, you know what I'm saying? It's a weird energy. But he's super funny.
Let's equate it back to boxing. It's that brawler style, right? He's trying to put you in a corner so he can just beat up on you, right? He is trying to punk you. He is doing this thing of like, how much of a man are you to me, basically? And and when I say man, it could be universal. It could be a lady. It's just, we're talking about in that ring, in that form, he's
Alpha.
trying to just, yeah, exactly. He's just trying to run over you so you get frustrated so you get it out of your style. I mean, like, he even, after you do your joke, he'll talk over you, then sit down and turn his back to you. I mean, there is just no respect in battling this guy. It's almost like I watched that Celtics documentary, and Larry Bird would say that about Bill Laimbeer and the Celtics, of like, to play like that is a shame. You know,
Pistons.
You know, yeah. Sorry, my bad. Bill Laimbeer and the Pistons, my bad. But yeah, he would say that you don't have to play like that. You guys are talented enough to not play like that. And I feel like a lot of the comments, a lot of the people who come on the show and judge these types of battles between with this dude in particular, they're always like, you ain't got to do that. You've got great written jokes, or even if they're just jokes off the dome, you've got them already.
Yeah, it's like likability is a factor in roast battles. And that's just, somebody can be super likable and their jokes could be kind of mid, but they're just so likable that the crowd is just gonna die laughing. And then somebody could be really funny, but if you're not likable, then maybe you're not even getting the laughs that you deserve, because people are kind of like, yeah, it's funny, but you also like been talking over this man for the last 5 minutes.
You put yourself in a hole.
Yeah.
You ain't got to do that. You're already strong. What do you think? It's like putting ankle weights on yourself for no reason.
And yeah, I agree with everything you're just saying there. It was tough to find the back and forth, because it was just like Herm just like constantly just bulldozing over him. But I guess it's also a roast battle. Like, are there rules? I mean, there's structure, there's some rules, but like he's not allowed to do that.
No,
either,
exactly. It's like the tush push. He's allowed to do it.
I mean, it's on the onus of the other dude, honestly. Like, he's not a victim, because at some point you got to be like, either like, hey, bro. I mean, you kind of like, you got to pick yourself up, or sit there and be like, I'm not saying no jokes. If like I ought to just got quiet. Like
rope-a-dope.
Like, hey, well then I'm not gonna say no joke until I can say it all the way through. If you're gonna interrupt me, man, then like, what are we doing? I'll make it weird.
You'd go Ali versus Frazier, because like that was Frazier's thing of like, he's just gonna pummel you because he's just got more power, and then you just got to take it until you get knocked out. But then Ali did the thing, was like, all right, well, let him punch himself out.
Yeah,
and then he just beat the shit out of him, in the later rounds. So I mean, you could just do that thing with just sitting there letting Herm just keep doing his thing, and then everybody just hates him, and you're like, all right, well, let me go in there with some fire, just real quick, economy of words, one-liners.
So that's why I think Dave said they're gonna fight afterwards, because like that's how in the streets like roasting goes further, because it's like, all right, we trying to just keep it dozens, but if you say something disrespectful, or you just now just trying to punk me, like that, if that was me up there, I don't know if I'd get funnier, but I'd get realer. Because you're not about to punk me, and so now the energy's weird. Right. And so for somebody like the other comedian, I forget his name, he didn't act that way. He kept it calm, but it's like, I'm just thinking of like, how would he stop?
Where is the boundary
for him to calm down that energy? He would have to take it to a place where like it could get weird,
right?
Because he kept on telling jokes.
I mean, you're right, but that is the difference between roasting and fighting words, right? Like we're doing this backhanded compliment thing we're supposed to be doing, and finessing, like how to insult you. But yeah, you're right. Then there's a point of, well, these are fighting words. We just got to get out of here after that.
Yeah, maybe I'm just not sophisticated enough to
you just
turn the comedy around and keep it comedy. Because I'm be like, hey, bro, you keep on cutting me off, bro. Like what's up?
Yeah.
You gotta do roast battle in a boxing ring.
Yeah,
guys,
for
just
real.
So when it escalates,
the second round, we might. Brian, bring the gloves. I'm done. I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit too, because there's a cultural thing too that happened here where, and I see this a lot when it happens with dudes who just think what roasting is, where it's just like, I'm just gonna insult this dude as like as a gay dude. And now with more people coming out of the closet, with these generations getting, these younger generations getting older and becoming more sexual fluid, especially more black dudes coming out of the closet. I mean, like, do you think those jokes are going to hit us hard? I mean, I've seen those jokes die in that room. Obviously, that's West Hollywood, so it's a very gay area. But outside of that, you're not getting that audience specifically. You're getting all types of audience in the belly room. I just think that when I see that, and especially with the way generations are becoming more sexually fluid, I see like those kind of jokes kind of fall flat on their face. But do you think alpha male black dudes, straight black dudes, are going to keep calling niggas gay? As long as it's funny, or even if it's not, they're still going to do that because those are fighting words.
I feel like there's the black comedians who, and you're going to get this, well, their whole style is pretty much just a rehashing of 90s comedy. Like that is their point of view.
And I want to stay out of the.
I'm not gonna name no names.
Right.
Like their style is pretty much like I'm just rehashing the energy and the premises of like Comic View and Def Comedy Jam. And
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And for those comedians, yeah, they're gonna keep on doing that. But I feel like their crowd is, if they have a crowd, it'll be cool for their crowd. But in general, I too have seen it. Like, just gay as the punchline doesn't hit.
Right.
Even because here's the thing, the most gangster dude got a lesbian daughter, a gay son, a gay nephew. So it's like, as funny as it is, you're talking about somebody's family, perhaps.
I mean,
so it's like, and they're gonna be more gangster about protecting their family,
right,
than honoring your joke. Now, if you say something funny like it's gay, but there's a punchline, and or trans or something, but like literally, it's to set up like some clever punchline about the lifestyle or something like that, then I think you get the laughs.
Right, but
like,
taking away, like you're saying, you're taking away somebody's manhood. It's just like, but like, there's people in the crowd who are like that. I mean, so you gotta play to your, you gotta play to your crowd, especially the TikTok generation. Right?
Just gay as a punchline, like, just even like yo stupid ass. Like after a while, like certain things it'll hit the first time, but like just as a running gag, like you're gay, like
and
right, like people don't get shamed for that anymore, buddy.
Yeah. Number 5. Speaking of gay, let's go to the Bay Area.
It's hilarious.
All right. We're James shot a special, actually, man.
Live from the town.
Yeah. Oakland, if you don't know. It's on Comedy Central. Big fan. Gained a lot of fans from that, but let's go to it. Both these cats are on the podcast. This is Jake Rzley versus Kaen Black. Let's get to it.
Rude drop. Before we get to you, I just want to acknowledge the Neapolitan beards we have. It's fucking crazy, man.
Just to clarify, I did show my doctor a picture of these tits when I got them.
It was nice. All right. All right, here we go. Kaen, where's Kaen today? Her husband is a welder. Her husband's a welder. Ironically, that's also what the plastic surgeons did to her cheekbones. Surely puts the "sir" in plastic surgery.
It's so brave of you to roast me like that, looking like an ugly lesbian. Jake identifies as a pothead. I'm guessing that's why there's a fucking fern growing out of his scalp. Judging by her Joey disgusting body, I'm assuming you prefer edibles?
Whatever it takes. Thank you, Kim Special K.
Did you tell him I did ketamine this week?
We know. Kaen was Miss Citrus Heights in high school. She was Miss Citrus Heights, which is a lot like being the hottest girl in an Arby's.
That is true. Everyone wants my roast. Fun fact, Jake's parents are Disney adults. Yeah, that's why I was goofy as fuck. It's actually really sweet, you guys. Their favorite ride is the Matterhorn because it reminds them of Jake because he doesn't matter and he played the horn in high school.
That was a good joke, Selena No Meds. Kaen plays golf. She loves playing golf. Her favorite part about playing golf is taking strokes off of guys on the fairway.
Oh my god, okay. Doesn't Jake look like Hyde from that 70s show if instead of people, he just ate Cool Ranch Doritos?
Thank you, Ariana Grande. As a kid, Kaen really wanted to be a marine biologist. That was her dream. She wanted to be a marine biologist just so she could figure out what that fish smell was.
Meanwhile, you look like you work for Greenpeace because the only girls that'll fuck you are whales.
That's fair. Anyway, I just think you have the... I don't really have a joke for this one. You have the same chin as Billy the Puppet from Saw.
I'll play. Jake used to be a farmer, which is weird because he can't even really grow a mustache, right? I actually saw that mustache the other day when I was watching Pornhub. It was on a pussy, but I guess so.
I got another one where we can.
One more time for this battle, everybody. Kayleen Black,
Number 5 in the World Bay Area, Jay Rzley, first time on the show. Kayleen Black, first time on the show. Normally you only need one Tyson for these things. Felt like Kylene kind of brought a lot of the crowd. She had a few punchlines in there. Classic, calling a girl that looks like a prostitute, and calling a guy who looks like he kids. Just a classic battle. But I felt like Jake had a little more setup and punch, and I learned a little more about his opponent as opposed to what she was saying about him. Real surface level stuff on her side. I got to learn that marine biologist. She's married. When I learned she was married, I kind of turned off a little bit just because I'm a straight dude. But then I also learned that, just learned some things about her. But then he kind of went to the classic, but you're a whore. Your pussy stinks kind of a thing. So, let's talk about it, fellas. What do we think about the Bay Area?
I like the saw joke. That was a good one. Yeah, always a good
that was the biggest reaction I've had from both of you all day. And watching you kind of like in my periphery, just like watching the jokes, because you're such a joke connoisseur. You're like,
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like the Saw joke as well, also because they've been roasting, Laura Loomer.
Oh my God, yeah.
She's a MAGA content creator, and she went at the Senator Jasmine Crockett. And so now, not even Jasmine Crockett supporters, just everybody's like, you're too unattractive to be roasting people, lady. And so now, like, they're all on threads. It's just people just roasting Laura Loomer, and one of the main jokes is that they say she looks like Saw in the same chin. So I love that.
Yeah, she's got that. She's like a mask, right, for like Halloween's Laura Loomer mask. Yeah. She looks crazy.
She looks bad.
Yeah.
But when who was the Kaylee?
Kayleen Black. Yeah,
Kayleen. She brought me in with the reference to her tits.
Right.
That I was.
Straight man, we into it.
Immediately on her side.
Yeah.
Immediately rooting for her a little bit more.
Yeah.
But to your point, her stuff was very service. And then I just like the running gag of like calling her like Kim Special K, Ariana Grinder, Selena No Meds, like that. Yeah. It was solid jokes on both sides. Oh no. The Matterhorn joke.
You like that's one, yeah.
That was the one where I was like, ooh, like it had a little bit, it could have been, it was right there, like B+, but like just the thought of like Matterhorn.
Lazy at the end though.
And that also was her most researched joke. Because she was like, his parents are Disney adults.
Yeah.
Favorite Matterhorn.
It was goofy as fuck.
Matterhorn, goofy as fuck. That whole run was her best run. Everything else was just like.
He doesn't matter. He's playing horn and he's like, yeah. Almost.
The edible joke, I feel like it was close. It was something was off. Like if we could get in there and punch it up, the edible joke could have been a little harder too.
Yeah, don't date a welder. I get it. They got trade school money. You know what I mean? Like date a comic. Live on the edge a little bit. Whatever. Anyway,
if she had a coach, she would be A+. Yeah, she needs a comedy coach.
Yeah, a black one.
Yeah,
in North Hollywood who does podcasts.
That's my
Just kidding.
Name JD. All right, let's get into. Let's go to number 4 in the world. This is New York. I think you're gonna love this one, fellas. This is the Bay Area versus New York. Her second time on the podcast. Famous, I think 7-time MILF of the Year, Alexis Fox, versus no-time MILF of the Year, Chris Cresbow from New York, all the way Grove 34, roast battle New York. Let's roast.
I like this already.
Alexis started her porn career at the age of 35. So I just have one question. Why did you leave me in the dumpster 35 years ago?
And I don't regret it. Chris only accepted this battle because it's the closest he's going to get to going a couple rounds with a porn star. Or any woman that's giving him consent.
Alexis was in the Air Force. She was a porn star general.
When Chris claps, it looks like 2 Vienna sausages trying to high five.
Alexis and I have something in common. Neither of us are going to hold our baby.
Cute. Hey, Chris, guess what I can do?
What?
Cartwheels.
Oh. Alexis keeps getting bigger implants because Pornhub keeps mislabeling her as trans.
My dick is bigger, isn't it?
Sure.
Chris's dad not only robbed his family of their savings, but he also robbed Chris of his forearms.
I have more grip in these than Alexis has left in her pussy.
And I imagine that you eat pussy like you eat soup. Face down, ass up, no hands, gasping for air.
It's the only way.
Let him hear it, everyone. Great work.
Number 4 battle in the world. Alexis Fox, second time on the podcast from the Bay Area. And Chris Cresbow, homegrown from New York, third appearance on the podcast. Fellas, what do you think about that? Disability versus social disability.
So old girl really does porn?
Yeah. Alexis Fox, yeah. 7-time avian MILF of the year.
Oh, I thought that was just like your personal title for her. Was
No,
like
that's she's legit.
Okay.
She's a legit.
She does good work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it was just a clean win. It was just a clean win. Like,
on what side, James?
Chris, easily. Like she, her jokes weren't as good.
The end. That's what we're saying.
It's a clean win. I have more grip in these than you have down there. And she goes, I can cartwheel. Like,
I mean, he hit her where it hurt with that one. You can kind of see because she started laughing a little more. It felt like a little bit, like a bit of a fake laugh where she was just like, oh, because like that's her work. You know what I mean? She's just like, how fucking dare you? That was the one that hurt. Everything else was like, whatever. She's like, wait a minute, hold on. How do you know?
You know what it is? I think when someone has a disability, it works two times, like double well for them because
double
one,
amputee.
because one, we kind of already are like on their side because they have a handicap, and then two, it's more pressure on the comedian because it's like, okay, we see the obvious joke. So if you just go to the obvious, I'm hating a little bit because I'm like, well, we all saw that. Like, what else?
Oh yeah.
What else can you do? But like the soup one, the eating soup one was good.
That was good.
That was good.
Face down, ass up. She stayed it for last. That was good. And then Chris just kept beating her with those nubs.
He was just unbothered too. He couldn't say anything to him, and she just laughed at every single thing he said. I wouldn't mind watching it a little bit longer.
You want to finish, right?
Also, shout out to that stage, the lighting. You know what I'm saying? Just super cool. You know, just like a little Pineapple Express kind of feel in there. / Batman. Who was the green bad person?
The Green Goblin?
No, not Green Goblin. It was a woman. It was like,
oh, you talking about Poison Ivy?
Poison Ivy. Yeah.
Eve Ghostkeeper kind of had that look a little bit about her. Poison Ivy. But that was Alexis Fox. Chris Cresbow.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
Am I wrong? I actually feel like people with handicaps have some of the best swag of all roasters.
Really?
Because they already I feel like they come in like unbothered, like because they already know. So I just feel like they have a confidence because they're like, I know the jokes, the obvious jokes. So it's like, how are you gonna beat me with something outside of this? And they kind of
roasted out the womb already.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't say shit
like
to
Chris
him.
was like, okay, the arms, whatever. But it was almost like gangster. He almost made me want some nubs. You know what I'm saying? Almost. You know?
You're inspiring kids.
He made nubs cool again.
That's crazy, by the way. If that's how cool you were, people were like, I'm just cutting these off because I want to be like Chris Crespo.
Oh, I see you, Chris. Little Chris.
Little Chris. Chris Crespo writing jokes, or at least speaking him into his phone. All right, let's just get to number 3 here. This is Toronto, all the way up north. Are we cool with Toronto? I know you're let's talk about some hip hop right now. You guys are hip hop guys.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Toronto and Drake and South Central. What do we think about the whole Drake and Kendrick beef? Who had the best roasts?
Best roast?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
it's like bar for bar.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's like what gets you.
Yeah.
I feel like Kendrick had harder, more meaningful roasts.
He was going definitely below the surface.
Yeah, but I also feel like it was just like saying the things that like kind of people were feeling and exaggerating it, like the whole just culture vulture or / even that one song was like, I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way, I don't know. It was just a more diverse Drake came off kind of petty in the beginning, which I low key like. I didn't like it, but I did like it when he did the AI Snoop and the AI Pod. I liked it as a roaster. I was like, ooh, that's petty.
Because that's going for your friend. That's going for your heroes.
He's like, I'm literally gonna go AI as your heroes and tell you like stop ducking the smoke, which he learned was something he maybe shouldn't have done.
Right.
Yeah. He didn't know what kind of smoke was coming, but like that to me was a level of petty where I was like, I can respect that. But the whole like, oh, you beat your wife, and it's like, where's the proof of any of this?
Right.
Like there is proof that you had a kid and you didn't tell us about the kid.
Interesting.
Like, it was more Kendrick stuff was more grounded. Like Drake was like, oh, your best friend is like smashing your wife. It's like it was like some like college like, oh, and I smashed your mom and it's just like super fictional sounding.
What do you think about that in roasting, by the way? Because there are roasters who do that. They'll just make shit up just because they want to have a fire punchline.
Yeah.
I mean, like, are you against that? Because there are guys who were into that and people who aren't into that.
You know, he didn't have no punchlines for those. If he was like, if he would have been like, your homie sleeping with your girl, like this movie reference, old Def Comedy Jam joke face ass. I don't know that I can't trust my friends, you know, something like that. But it was just like, bet people didn't know this. Ooh.
Yeah. It's not even real. Right.
Exactly.
That's not a punchline I have. It's not real.
But
right.
like Kendrick was like, you run to Atlanta to do this. Then you went to Young Thug for this. Then you did this to this. We don't know if that was real, but the way he was just documenting, it was almost like some conspiracy roast where I was like, damn, he did go to Young Thug and then he was with Lil Baby. And it was almost like he made the receipts seem real even if they weren't. It was just like, it felt way more
calculated.
Yeah, calculated.
Like, where Drake was just trying to like come back. And at the end of it, it seemed like his ego was way more hurt. Regardless of the music, even
when you come out, you're like, you know what? I'm done with this.
Yeah,
that's the loss. Like, could you imagine a roast battle where they're like, that joke was so bad, I'm done with this. I've prepared more jokes, but I'm just done with it.
I don't know if we've ever had that. Yeah, just like, I have a third round, but I don't think I can beat this person. I've never seen that. I took all this time out of my personal life to write this, and I'm not going to finish this.
I spent all of yesterday working on this, but I'm over it.
All right, let's go to number 3. Toronto, Jerry Hall, his first appearance on the podcast versus E.T. Cooperman, both virgins. Let's see what Toronto's talking about. Number 3 in the world.
Virgins.
If it's a molester versus molestee, I hope the molestee wins this one. we both win. He's sick. It's not funny. You guys are perverts. That's what you guys are. All right, Jerry, thank you so much for being here. I know it was hard for you to take time off mourning Charlie Kirk. Jerry looks like the police sketch artist from every To Catch a Predator episode ever. Some people have resting bitch face. Jerry has resting, I thought she was 18 face.
Okay. Guys, this is Ite or Tai Cooperman or whatever. Cooperman is Jewish. Ite or Tai is Pig Latin. Like his dad is Jewish, his mother is a pig. And being Jewish, he's 97% circumcised because he feels 3% is a generous tip. But don't worry, this isn't just going to be me doing a bunch of Jewish jokes. I'm only going to do one for every Palestinian orphan.
Jerry Hall.
And there aren't many left. Too far.
Clearly, Jerry's already drunk.
Correct.
Do you guys like your mom jokes? I say, Jerry's mom is so smart.
How smart is she?
She left when he was 1.
True.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Not Jerry's mom. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Not Jerry's dad either. He was raised by his grandparents.
All right, I'm sorry to do the Palestinian joke earlier. It's a little dark. So 9/11. big anniversary of it yesterday, and it was tough. It was tough on a lot of Muslim families because they had to live with hatred and bigotry after, and it was tough for also Jewish families like Atay's because they had to keep the secret for like 6 months. Sorry. Not really nice to do that, I know. As a matter of fact, I would like to have 5 minutes of silence for all the 9/11 victims. So, Atai, if you could do your stand-up.
Jerry.
Ruthless.
Jerry keeps getting my name wrong because he can't read. It's okay. Jerry describes himself as a golden lab in that he sleeps on the floor while his wife is in bed with another man. Jerry describes his job as a parole officer in that he likes to yell at immigrants to go home. And Jerry describes himself as from Hamilton in that he's on fentanyl.
Absolutely. It's Friday, we got a party. All right. Okay, let's see. Ladies, you might recognize Atai's left eye from it peeking through the crack in your bathroom stall. Like, Atai, if you're here, who's trying to hide an erection in the anime section of chapters? Atai is what they call a Jewish pervert. Like, he likes to have sex with amputees because they're half off.
Millennials, you might recognize Jerry's small dick from Omegle. Jerry was actually molested when he was 8 by his older cousin, but he only did it for the attention. Jerry was the only guy to ever get molested and asked that the molester have an ice cube in his mouth the next time.
Hey, at least I made somebody come. Atay isn't fat like right now, but you can tell one day by his squishy face that one day he will be. Atay's face looks like in those horror movies when you sign somebody's face in a jar or his head in a jar. It's all squished up. All I know is, like, Atay's thin because when he was in high school, he was on that special diet where you don't eat any carbs or fats. It's called the lunch money's took your the bullies took your lunch money because you're a little bitch diet.
Thank you, roly poly drinky-oly. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Not CPS because Jerry was molested.
Okay. Okay. Like Atay, Jesus was a Jew. Jesus was Jewish, Jesus Christ. And like Atay, Jesus' mother also got knocked up at 15 by a stranger. And like Atay's girlfriend, Jesus has never been seen by anyone in this room and is probably fictional. And like Atay, Atay will die homeless at the age of 33. But Jesus died for our sins. Atay's going to die because he's going to utter the N-word in Regent Park.
Jerry loves baseball. He actually has played in the fastball league for the last 50 years. He's never missed one season. It's actually the only whites-only baseball league left in North America.
I think I can only hurt myself by doing one more joke, but I'll do it anyway. Okay. Cooperman sounds like Superman. And there's some similarities there because if you see Superman, if you're in the same room as Superman, you won't see Clark Kent. And if you're in the same room as Cooperman, you won't get an Amber Alert on your phone.
E.T. Cooperman, Jerry Hall, all the way up. We are the North Toronto. Welcome back to the Countdown Toronto. Long stuff, should have been edited, but it was fun, man. I mean, there was some good stuff in there before we all fell asleep, I feel like.
I was like, oh, it's still going.
Yeah, it felt like an Apatow movie of like, we could have done this like a half hour less. But let's talk about it. There was some fun in there. There was some Drake type punchlines. He went to the knock well too much, a little too. I think he made some stuff up and was just kind of like sticking with it there. I think, but Jerry had some good stuff. He absorbed a lot of weak punchlines, but then like really countered well. Had some good written stuff. Maybe a little too long, could have edited it down, but again, there were some good punches in there. Let's talk about it.
Good drunk uncle punches. I feel like that's how my uncle was at the dinner table. Yeah, it was good.
Spicy.
I
just liked how spicy Jerry was.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. It started off with a super spicy joke from, how you say it?
E.T. Cooperman.
With the Charlie Kirk
Good
joke.
start.
Mm-hmm. And so I was like, oh, like off joke one, I was like that was a potential knockout joke. And then Jerry went straight Jewish, Palestine, everything. And I was like, whoa, wow. Yeah. And it was still a joke. But it was just so spicy. I was just like,
no boundaries.
He's
from the old school. He doesn't care at all.
At all. And so I liked it. But yeah, there's some times he kind of messed up some jokes, but he just seemed like the veteran.
Yeah.
Like the straight veteran. With the other dude, he kind of lost some steam. Even when the joke doesn't hit, you got to have something, even like a joke to acknowledge that it doesn't hit or something.
Yeah.
Like you can't just let the L just sit.
You don't shoot a jump shot or like you're not trying to punch somebody. You're like, oh man, I missed you. All right, I guess I gotta. You're just like, oh, I missed that shot, and you're like moping down the court. That's crazy.
He needs some Deerm energy.
I mean, honestly, Jerry felt like the other side of Deerm, like the white Deerm, right?
Deerm.
Like he was just talking too long, so you didn't want to interrupt him. Mm-mm. You're like, he's gonna get to it at some point.
Well, he started off so strong and so interesting that I was bought in. Even when it was going long, I was like, there's got to be a punchline, and there would be, but it would be like the Jesus thing had like 5 verses. He was like, and like Jesus, and then like Jesus' mom, and then you're like Jesus, and then like the book of Genesis. I was like, oh man, this is
his 300 bars to run.
The whole round could have just been Jesus jokes, and you just could have split this up, and it could have been a cool creative runner.
I think it's Leia. He was trying to do scriptures. That's why it was just so many of them. He did 5 Jesus jokes. There were so many verses. Yes. Anyway, that's Jerry. That's Jerry Hall. E.T. Cooperman. Let's go to number 2. I'm excited about this battle. This is the legend, Frank Castillo. Hasn't battled since before the pandemic, since he was on television. He is breaking out of his retirement to battle
in Tokyo.
John Sabai, who's actually an ex-champion. He's undefeated out there in Japan. So I'm excited to see this one. Frank was talking about it. He's excited for us to watch it. Me, Sagan, and James. Frank, we're watching it for you. Number 2 battle in the world. Frank Castillo, John Sabai. Let's roast.
Battle. I learned a lot about John. John does voice acting, and by the sound of it, it's gay hentai. I truly I didn't recognize him without a tentacle in his ass.
Thank you, DEI Bobby Hill. The last time that Frank spent a lot of money, he spent $20,000 on surgery for his cat. Pretty weird that he gave his cat titties. I guess that's what he likes. I'm playing. Actually, his cat couldn't pee because his dick was blocked by those big fucking fake titties that he put on it.
Look at Frank with hair.
John looks like the first Pokemon trainer to be accused for molesting his Pikachu. And Bulbasaur is what he got from kissing prostitutes.
Wow. Pretty bold words from a dude that loves to titty fuck his cat.
That's how you get him to stay around.
Man. Fucking, it's crazy. So yeah, it's true. I do voice acting, but actually, Frank's an actor too. We actually bonded over how in acting, like most of the process is just auditioning and learning to accept no for an answer. So why can't you do that with this fucking cat? I don't.
You have a theme.
John Sabai, or as the Japanese pronounce it, John Zasuge!
Dang. I didn't know we were going to talk about race today. That's wild. Because giving your cat gender affirming surgery is the whitest shit I ever heard. Fucking Frank. Listen, I'm not gonna disparage Frank for being Mexican. Okay? That's pretty fucking weird for me to do as a Filipino. All right? Fucking, and also, it's not the time. All right? Because Mexicans just falling through the cracks of Trump's America. Much like how Frank tried to sneak through the cracks of an animal shelter to titty fuck all the cats.
What? I love my cat. I don't understand why everyone's getting all fucking weird. You know what I mean? Jesus. John is an improviser. He's really good at zip, zap, zop. Not the improv game. That's just when he shouts racial slurs.
Frank and I are both comics fans. Yeah, but what's cool about Frank is he has a comic superhero's name, Castillo, means castle. That's Frank Castle, the Punisher. My name, Sabai, in Tagalog, means at the same time. Which is what Frank tries to do when he fucking cats!
John used to sing to, John used to have a job where he used to sing to kids over the phone. Yeah, he got fired because all the songs were just him heavily breathing.
Fucking heavily breathing like when you fucking
Is the last one? All right. Him or me? Yeah,
me. Yeah, I can't count either. Frank's cats are actually two brothers named Thor and Loki. Because obviously, they low-key pretty Thor about how he trying to titty fuck them all the time.
Holy shit!
Number 2 in the world from the Tokyo Roast Fest out there in Tokyo, Japan. Frank Castillo versus John Sabai. John won that battle. John has never lost. John is Filipino. John does this classic thing in comedy that audiences love. Voice plus rhythm plus style will always work. Cadence, all that stuff. You don't really have to have substance. But he did a thing that we were just talking about, which is like, if you're gonna,
it's crazy. We were just talking about that.
If you're gonna make something up, make it silly, I guess, and then make it your whole theme and your whole personality the whole time. I didn't hate it until the end because it was like a whole thing. I didn't know that Japan was so into cat fucking jokes. But
that's what I was gonna say. Is cat comedy big over there?
Yeah, Hello Kitty.
Everything cats over there.
Yeah, you're over there a lot.
Yeah, easy joke for them.
Yeah. So you talk about Japanese culture. Like, what did we just watch? That's the only Japanese speaking comedy club in that part of the region.
All I know is you could just mention a cat and they'll just laugh or think it's cute. So
he's fucking cheating.
Yeah, that was a cheat code right there. Easy.
Come on, Sabai. You're better than that, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I went from like, this is the most genius thing for like the first 3 jokes to by the end, I was like, hey, this is getting kind of lame. Like, it was like a roller coaster. It was like up, then down. And I was just like,
and I hate to tack onto this, but there's a lot of ways to skin a cat. You could have just done him a little better, Johnny. I mean,
I was surprised he won. I thought Frank was gonna win.
For Japan, that was hitting though.
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah, he needed that win.
I didn't know that win. I wasn't factoring in the Hello Kitty factor.
Yo, that was like cracked, and then there was just like, no, more, yes, and he didn't stop. He was like, all right, y'all, I guess I'll come back. I mean, that was
they'll listen to that for hours over there.
For real.
Frank was like, I guess cats are more popular than hentai.
Yeah, I think he should have Frank should have switched his style up and been like, all right, this motherfucker's a cat too.
He had a different topic for every joke. I was like, no,
Frank was doing
Frank too.
Frank was doing champion shit. He was just like, I'm going against their champion who's never lost. He's going against me. I haven't battled him forever. Like I'm dusting it off. Like, I'm coming out the rafters. I'm battling you, and he did his thing. But then he's going against cat joke.
And he even, I like how he even owned it. He was like, well, I like my cat. And he'll be like, that's how you get him to stay. Like, yeah, Frank did his thing.
And they didn't like, they're like, this guy fucks cats, fuck him. This guy just calls him out, though we love him. That was awesome.
The voice too, the voice always.
Oh,
as
man.
somebody who just talks like this, and I'm like, man, why?
Yeah, I wish I was Gilbert Gottfried. I wish I was Blair Saki. I wish I was Bill Burr. You know what I mean? I wish I had it like that, but I just sound like
they take their hentai seriously over there too. You can't really make fun of it as much.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
take it seriously.
I think so. You can't really make fun of it. Like
right,
they
they're
like it. Yeah,
I like it.
That's crazy. Like they really come to it.
It's not really. It's not a joke.
Yeah, you're making fun of the crowd.
It's
if
lifestyle.
you bring it up, they're gonna be like, whoa,
hey, yeah. They're like, that's our Alexis Fox. Like, why would you do that to us? That's crazy.
Easy on the hentai.
Mm-hmm.
We learn something every episode, I feel like, Channing. And now we know that, Frank, you fucked up. Like you did, first of all, he was hitting with like the thing they love the most, and then you're just talking about the thing that they cherish the most, which is hentai porn. So you just had a whole strategy that was just off, Frankie. So you wanted me to know how I feel about it. I thought you did well. You came in with like some strategy, but you went against a juggernaut, you know what I mean? And cat jokes, and you made fun of hentai. You don't do that. All right, number 1 in the world. I'm excited about this one because Jack Traynor is last year's MVP. He's battling Ava Peroni, who might be this year's Rookie of the Year. You guys haven't seen these two. I'm excited to see these two. Scotland, let's roast.
You want me to go first? Aye, go first. Thank you. Me and Eva standing up here looks like a woke reboot of Superbad that would annoy Twitter. Eva has the hair of a Greek statue and the cock of a Greek statue. Eva's cock's so stinking she's nicknamed Eva. Put that thing away. Eva cycled here and people thought they were reshooting Stand By Me. And Eva's committed to walking 20,000 steps a day, mainly because it's hard to take creep shots of women in the park on your couch.
This bloated Lorax is Jack Traynor. Jack is the MVP of the whole roast battle league, the moist, veiny penis. Jack was dropped by his agent. Fucking loser. I don't know why, but I assume drugs. Drugs is the reason that he was dropped by his mum, so...
Eva's Dutch ex broke up with her because of the distance. What was it? 6'4" and 5'1"? Her ex was so Dutch she loved strip waffle and clearly blue waffle. Eva once shagged a guy who realised he was gay. You know the old saying, once you go Eva, you're going to go diva. Eva has an arson charge because everyone she sleeps with ends up reporting a burning sensation. And despite only learning how to ride a bike last year, Eva looks like she'd been well versed in peddling vaccine misinformation. And Eva looks like Lord of the Rings if the ring in question was a mood ring being sold at a market stall ran by a woman that also looked like Eva.
Thank you, Ed Sheeman. Why does it look like if I took his glasses off, the mustache and nose would come with? Jack recently got arrested for shouting at some bird on the street, not catcalling a woman, shouting, "You're a fucking government spy!" at a pigeon.
See if I was fishing and I caught a fish that looked like you, I'd be like, oh, there's something wrong with this fish.
That's what I said when I smelled your Moz fanny.
Eva's dad was a miner, but he'd also do all the family gynecology since he knew his way around a dangerous blown out hole. Eva put in her bio that she's a lesbian. You might think I'm lying. You might think I'm lying, but it took me by surprise. I didn't know little boys could be lesbians. Seriously, you might recognise Eva from asking you if you've got any games on your phone. Eva runs a show called Hot Comedy. I'm assuming it's in a sauna and has nothing to do with how the host looks. And Eva's dad was a comedian, but the only thing she's got in common with the apple that doesn't fall far from the tree is she's a wee fruit.
It's true, I am a wee boy. I turned lesbian after Jack touched me. Never again! Listen, I don't want to call Jack a stupid junkie, but he's anti-vax because it's a waste of good needles. Just like your cock, you sexless freak. Jack is such a stupid junkie. He once asked me how to spell MDMA. Jack is such a stupid junkie. He asked a magic mushroom to guess what card. Jack is such a stupid junkie. When he burns heroin, he takes the spin and goes, wee!
That was all really rich coming from a borrower of needles. Eva doesn't believe in God, and after meeting her and seeing her, I don't think he believes in her either. Eva's grandfather was a nonce, but never nonced her, proving that even the worst people in this world can still have taste. And I can't explain this one really, but Eva looks like she owns more vests than t-shirts.
Keep it going for Joe Exotic Tiger Ching. When he's not doing comedy, Jack works off the books, presumably because he can't read. Jack broke his computer recently, must have gotten confused and licked the wrong windows.
Eva looks like she buys ketamine using magic beans. Eva looks like she has to pour petrol into her sex toys and keep them in the shed. Eva Peroni, named after the beer, would have been more fitting if it was Eva Foster's. Foster's a lot of guilt from letting her family down. Or Eva Stellar, stellar performance in your last relationship there, big man. Or Eva Tenants, as in Eva has several tenants living in her giant gaping fud hole. I'm so sorry, that was horrible.
Speaking of giant gaping fud holes, Jack used to live in Wuhan. Isn't that so fried, man? That explains why he looks like he was made in a lab, though. And just like the coronavirus, I would strongly recommend keeping Jack very far away from your elderly relatives. Jack has a phobia of food touching. He had to leave a restaurant in China because there was veg touching his dog meat. It's weird that he has a problem with it because his mum told me he has no problem touching his dog's meat.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eva Peroni.
The number one battle in the world, all the way out in Scotland. Number 7 appearance on the podcast. That's Jack Trainer versus Eva Peroni with her 3rd appearance. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I'm getting the pronouns right there because I always worry about that. But whatever. Let's get into it. What did we think, gentlemen? There was a lot of punchlines there. Jack is a killer. If you can understand the references and what they were saying, I think they were landing. I got to say that.
Was that English they were speaking?
Yeah, old English. Very old English.
I caught about 75% of it, and I got to say my brain is tired from actively listening so hard to hear everything. But yeah,
that was like Scotland's version of the Crying Game.
Yeah, I feel like a stupid American. It would have been better for me if they were just
subtitles,
less Scottish.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there was definitely funny jokes, but there was definitely jokes where like I was listening and then there was full jokes where I was like, I don't know what they just said.
Yeah.
And people were laughing. So, I mean, yeah, different flavors, a lot of drug comedy. I like the woo woo with the spoon.
That was fun. To think about a heroin addict, acting like he's a child because he's on heroin.
Yeah,
Very train
they must love drugs over there.
Actually, in Scotland, that's it. That is a thing.
Yeah.
Their water actually has heroin in it, from what I understand.
I gotta go.
Yeah, not even. You haven't been? No. You've been everywhere.
Not there though.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Actually. Them. Because we can't talk about this battle because we didn't understand it. So let's talk about.
Was that recent?
Yeah, that just happened like last week. Yeah,
because there's a lot of coronavirus vaccine talk. I was like, is this 2020, 2021?
That's Scotland though. They're about 5 years behind.
Oh, okay.
They just.
I was like, damn, okay.
They just got into crack, actually.
We still doing COVID?
Yeah. No, they have a lot of crack cocaine out there, actually. But let's talk about I Don't Play. Talk about what's happening here, man. This is volume 2. You dropped volume 1 a little bit earlier this year. This is volume 2.
This is volume 1.
Oh, this is volume 1.
Yeah, I didn't have volume 2 at home, but I mean, still.
Well, let's talk about volume 1 and 2.
I wish.
Yeah. Why'd you do this? What's going on with this? You made a coffee book, basically.
Why
a coffee
not?
table book now.
Yeah, right here. A bunch of photos from the early 2010s, Los Angeles,
Yeah, who's
New
in
York,
it?
around the world. A lot of Odd Future guys. Let's see. Here, flip.
I'm gonna flip through it.
Yeah, let's see. Let you ask.
Let's see what's going on here. What do you remember about the
look at it
2010s, James? I mean, you're an LA guy. What do you remember about Odd Future kind of like taking over LA in the early 2010s?
Bro, it's very interesting that I'm here. I was on Fairfax too.
Yeah.
I shot my 3rd Baraka Flocka video on Fairfax
Baraka Flocka Flame
on Black Friday. I would hang out by the 100 store. I'm cool with Spody.
Okay.
And then, just like
we probably crossed paths.
Yeah, we definitely crossed paths.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's Young Taco with the gun.
Yeah.
I can't believe you got that pic. That's crazy.
Nah, I mean, listen,
Fake gun.
Fairfax was LA. Like, I mean, like for like streetwear, urban culture. If you weren't like just super gang banged out and you were just like in the city, like Fairfax was what it was, man. Like Diamond, all those things, just the energy of just hanging out on a.
There's an Emmy winner. There's a Grammy winner.
Hanging out on Rosewood, you know.
Yeah. Just hanging out right there. Yeah. No one had really done anything yet.
Critically acclaimed. It was like 3 out of 8 of these guys were like critically acclaimed in these photos. That's nuts to me.
Yeah, like you came to Fairfax for like, you know, that was like a stamp. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey would be up there. Dom
Kennedy, Nipsey Hussle.
Gavin, Supervision. He had an office up there. Actually, me and my homie, we had an office in that same building for like
above the hundreds. Yeah, Rosewood.
Exactly,
hundreds. I mean, you had Supreme, you had Crooks and Castles, you had. What else did you have over there? Fuck, what was cracking over there? Huff skateboards.
Yeah, Huff, Supreme, Flight Club.
Club's still over there.
You can go there to get fresh or just hang out and
exactly
roll up with everyone. So it's also just a hangout aside from
it was a hangout. Yeah, I wasn't going up to Fairfax to shop. I was going up there to chill. Somebody had it on them, so we was just enjoying life.
Everyone just be on Twitter like match Rosewood.
Straight up.
Back when Twitter was cool, yeah. Back before it was just like this hate cesspool, yeah. Back when it was like, you know, teenagers were just like meeting up and kind of talking shit and saying some slurs here and there. Now it's like, that's just all the rage.
Walk down the street, get a Golden State burger.
Yeah, back when that was fire.
They had the fire burger. I mean,
before John and
I wasn't. Remember, there was a quick little wave of they had the Pink Dolphin store, but like that kind of. Yeah, didn't really like. It wasn't a long wave with the Pink Dolphin, but like
there's a couple of years.
But Cantor's is over there, and the reason I bring that up is Cantor's is like this big thing for the early days of like stand up out here in LA, right? Like the 70s, like all your famous, all your parents famous, or even your famous comics were they'd always like do a mic or do a show at the Comedy Store, at the Factory, the Improv, and they'd go congregate over at Cantor's kind of a thing. And then this new generation, would be around Cantor's. They didn't even care about Cantor's because it's like a C rating, but they would go kick it over at Streetwear, Golden State Burger, you know what I mean? Like they would, that was the move. And then, I kind of bring that up because we had kind of an ascension like that where people would just come hang out. Like you just wanted to be at the roast battle because you would see Jim Carrey, you would see Dave Chappelle, you would see David Tell, you would see Louis C.K. before he was jerking off on everybody, right? Like that was the place to be kind of a thing. Like kind of talk about that, James, like kind of the, what Fairfax was and kind of like what you saw roast battle when it kind of ascended.
So it was cool because it's always been on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, every Tuesday.
So for me, Tuesday was like on and off, like, the urban night at
Tripping
the Comedy
on Tuesday,
Store.
yeah.
Tripping on Tuesday, or then
Showtime
Bob
on Tuesday.
Sumner.
Yeah,
there was always some kind of black show. But then after a while, like those shows would be they'd have a little run, it'd be kind of inconsistent. And then what happened was, even when those shows were happening, it was like this thing, like the people who just came to see Alex Thomas, Chris Spencer, whoever that host, they would kind of leave. They for them, the night was over.
Yeah.
And it was like, if the night's not over. You got to go upstairs. Yeah, and so that's kind of how that's what was cool. What became cool to me is like people didn't know that like even though the urban show is ending, the night is really just beginning. And so that's what made Roast Battle, I think, so cool, was the diversity of it. Like you could have like a Jim Carrey or a Jeff Ross, but then you might have
Red Grant.
You had everybody you had people coming in from the black show. So you had some black people in there. So I think that also like validated and gave credibility to the roasters, because it was like a lot of shows in comedy. In comedy, there's a little segregation in comedy. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But Roast Battle is not a white show and it's not a black show. It's not a white show because you're the host.
Thank you.
So like off top. No, off top though. Yeah. It's like Brian, and Brian's like a real one. He's not like not that anything's wrong, but like he's not like a black dude who you can tell doesn't have black friends. Like so he has there's an authentic black energy.
James likes to say hood adjacent.
Yeah, hood adjason, like myself, hood adjacent. You know what I'm saying?
James likes to say. Definitely
has a diverse set of friends. White people like him. You know what I'm saying? But he's a real one. But you have a bunch of comedians, and a lot of them are white, and you are in the Comedy Store. But then the judges are always diverse, and so it was just a kind of like a perfect melting pot where like there's no comic who could go in the roast battle and feel like, oh, like this isn't my show. And there are shows where I go and I'm like, they're funny comedians, but this isn't my show. But like roast battle is kind of like, as long as you like roasting, as long as you like seeing people being insulted, it's like a primal comedy taste.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it definitely, there was a if you know, and it still is if you know kind of situation, because people be going to all different shows in the Comedy Store, and there's so many different comedians, but Tuesday late night, it's a specific energy that you can only find in the Belly Room on Tuesday. So
real classic speakeasy, Cotton Club in the 40s type shit in Harlem. That's what we're doing out here. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. That's why we brought you guys on here. That's Sagan. That's James. Please go check out James Davis, wherever you can find James Davis stuff. Tell them, James, where can they find you, bro?
Hey man, I mean, I'm just follow me on the YouTube and the TikTok and the IG and all the social medias, because that's the real TV nowadays anyway.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we always developing stuff, but go check out the old stuff, Awake on Netflix, Hood Adjacent on Paramount Plus, or what have you. But yeah, you see James Davis, just check it out.
Please do. Sagan, where can I find you, man? Like, where can they get this book?
Man, Instagram all day. I'm everywhere, but Instagram, definitely just at Sagan Lockhart. Just follow me on there, and I'll let you know every single day where to get this book.
Beautiful work. Well, let's go to the, because now we're a league, fellas. So, like, obviously you guys have seen Roast Battle or Snapping or the Dozens, all that stuff. And now we've evolved to this thing where everybody's doing it in every comedy club around the world. So we are a global league. We do 16 of these things, or 16 of these cities we've qualified for league sanctioning. So this is what's happening right now. Right now, the Bay Area is number one. They're beating the crap out of us. We're a little bit behind. Los Angeles, Austin, waiting on you guys. Denver, please go get a venue. I need you guys back. New York leads the whole league in points. Chicago, Cleveland, welcome back to the countdown. Atlanta needs another venue too. Barcelona leading the whole international, not just the West. Scotland is number one internationally for the wild card. We're number one in the wild card right now. For relegation to the B League, the G League, basically, like for basketball, you got Sydney, Australia. Sydney, Chelsea, I need you guys to send some videos. I don't want to see you guys in the WRBL next year because I want to come to Sydney, as part of the actual league. And then you got Toronto digging themselves out of a hole. Number one now getting out of relegation. Atlanta, you need a venue. Vancouver, welcome back. You're not going to get relegated. We got 6 more episodes until the season's over. Thank you, James. Sagan's gone. That's Channing. We're out.